Hello everyone, let's look at the new features and changes that Microsoft is rolling out on Windows 11 build 26300.8289 and the new experimental channel. In this release, the company is also beginning the rollout of the new Windows Insider programming structure, reducing the channels to 3 from 4. So we now have the experimental, beta, and release preview channels, but in order to see the review preview channel, you need to turn on this feature. And then from the advanced options, you have to select the version of the operating system that you want to test, which now starts at version 25H2, but you can also select 26H1 and future platforms. If you are in the beta channel, features will be enabled by default, and if you choose the experimental channel, you will be able to enable features from the new feature flags page, similarly to how you were able to enable hidden features using the By tool. Okay, let's talk about the new features on this release. First, Microsoft is rolling out a set of improvements designed to improve security while giving users more control over how updates are handled in the operating system, directly addressing a long-standing feedback about unexpected interruptions and lack of flexibility. So now on the Windows Update page, you're going to find an updated version of the pause updates setting that allows you to pause update up to 35 days. However, you're allowed to repause updates indefinitely. So this is the closest that we're going to get to permanently disabling Windows Update in the operating system. So basically now you'll be able to set when you want to install updates up to 35 days, and then if you want to pause for longer, you will have to extend that date before the pause schedule expires, and you can do this unlimited times. At the same time, Microsoft reducing disruption by aligning drivers, .NET, and firmware updates with monthly updates with the monthly quality updates, which means that most updates are now bundled into a single, more reliable restart instead of multiple reboots throughout the month. The power menu is also becoming more consistent. The restart and shutdown options will always be available independently from update actions, ensuring that the system that's exactly where you choose. Separate options to update and restart or update or shut down remain visible, giving you clear, intentional control over when updates are applied. After restarting, the system will also tend to restore previous open apps faster to help you get back to work. Microsoft is also improving transparency on Windows Update. Updates are now grouped under a single available updates view, and drivers updates include clear categories labels such as displayed audio or battery. This makes it easier to understand what's being installed and make informed decisions before proceeding. Behind the scene, the company is also focusing on reliability and security. System updates will download in the background and install during coordinated restart windows, while new recovery mechanisms automatically attempt to resolve update failures, increasing success rates, especially on devices with limited connectivity. You can always check the link in the description that I have another video where I dedicate more time on explaining all the changes coming to the Windows Update system. The Internet Protocol printer driver now includes new hardware IDs to prepare upcoming changes in how the operating system prioritizes and selects printer drivers. One thing that Microsoft did not mention is that the new RAM dialog is already available in the operating system. So now if we go to the system section and then if we go to advanced, you're going to find this new run dialog option. When you turn it on, that will replace the legacy run command. So now if we use the Windows R shortcut, we're going to see new experience for the run dialog. And from here, you can just type your command. To access an app or a specific feature. Now, it has also been discovered that Microsoft is already including the updated version of the taskbar, the one that allows you to place it at the top of the screen or to either side of the screen on build 26300.8289. So as you can see, now we can right-click on the taskbar, and that will give us the options to dock the taskbar to the top, left, right, or bottom. Here's the experience when the taskbar is docked at the top. But as you can see, there are a lot of things that needs to be worked out. And finally, it's been discovered that Microsoft is working on a new feature called Screen Tint that shows different colors that you can set over the desktop interface to reduce eye strain and improve viewing comfort, and this is according to the company. So from here we have 6 different colors that we can choose from, and at the side you're going to see a description to help you decide which one is the right color for you to add to the screen. You can also create your own custom tint, and you can also control the strength. And it's important to note that these new features cannot be turned on just using the Vive tools. So we're going to have to wait a little longer in order to see them. And that's it. Those are the biggest changes that we're going to see on Windows 11 build 26300.8289 and the experimental channel for version 26H2. Let me know in the comments what you think about these changes. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.